Hey Emil, it's Chris. I typically try to keep these videos around 5 minutes, so it's not really that much to watch. But I have a lot of ground to cover, so excuse me if it's a little bit longer. I want to go over the top three things that are going to help your business reach the next level online when it comes to like people actually searching for, let's say, gyms in Fairview or gyms in Cleveland or gyms in Niles or personal training in Fairview, personal training, Youngstown, even to target Niles. So we have a little bit more ground to cover since there's so many topics and there's a lot more different variations of competition. So first off, your website's sexy. Like I absolutely love it. Like whoever did it actually, took his time with it, knows what the hell he's doing. So like hats off to this website. I love the graphics and everything up here. I love the designs down here. The functionality of the website. It's got some cool visuals. I like how your shop is already integrated onto here, and I love the fact that you have so many options already. But the one thing that I definitely see is missing is search engine optimization, which when people are not specifically looking for Onyx, right? Because let's say they're just looking for a gym or they're looking for a personal trainer or whatever near them or whatever location that they're searching for, you're not really showing up. So let me show you what I mean by that here in a second. The first thing I want to go over with you is going to be content on your page. Content is all the words, the pictures, and the words behind the pictures called alt text that ultimately make up a page of your site. And it has to be properly filled in with the keywords that you're trying to rank for. On-page SEO, which is the optimization for those keywords, are one of the highest ranking factors in Google's eyes. So if you don't really have a lot of that, it's going to be harder to rank, even with a crap ton of backlinks. Now, as you can see right here, you don't have a lot of words. You have a lot of pictures and all of that, which can still be very useful. You can still, even without words, do some optimization if these pictures were saved properly, right? But if you go to save as, and that's what it's saved as, you could actually be saving these pictures as the keywords that you're trying to rank for, and that will allow you to put those keywords mixed in with the content on your page and not even have to write them, right? If you look over here, this is your biggest competitor as far as, and I based it around Cleveland. I didn't do your specific areas and locations. I just did gyms, Cleveland, Ohio, personal trainers, Cleveland, Ohio. I made it very, very simple. This is your biggest competitor when it comes to gyms in Cleveland, Ohio with organic ranking, right? So as you can see, they also don't have a lot of content on their site, okay? So this isn't, you're probably beating them as far as the actual numbers of the content go, but it's still not optimized. You could still be doing better, right? Now, if we looked over here at Sculpt Fitness, this is the biggest competitor in Cleveland when it comes to personal training, right? And they have a little bit more content on their site as far as like words go. You can see they might even have some properly filled in keywords here. Can't really find any offhand, so I'm not really going to worry about looking for it. But the second thing after content I'm going to go over with you are backlinks, right? So this is any site that's actually linking to your site, pushing power to your site. And you actually have a good amount of these. But as you can see, so this is a tool that I like to use called Ahrefs. I don't like take this as 100%. Sometimes it runs a little bit low. Your Google Analytics will actually show you spot on how much traffic you're getting, but everything else is pretty spot on. As far as like your backlink profile, you have a good amount of these, right? You have almost 2,000. Not as many referring domains as you'd want. So the amount of websites actually linking to you, and these are just the backlinks from those websites. This is the power of your homepage and the power of your entire domain. So your website's not really that bad when it comes to the actual power of it. But what I wanted to show you was the keywords. But let me compare you to Cleveland Fitness Club real quick. As you can see, they actually are getting more traffic as Ahrefs is showing. And they have less backlinks and less referring domains. So what that tells me is that they're getting those keywords properly ranked, and the traffic that they're getting is actually more valuable, which means if you had to run ads on them, how much it would cost. And as you could see, if it was yours, you have less valuable traffic than if it was theirs, because they're probably ranking for personal trainers, gyms, stuff like that, whereas you're ranking a lot for your own name. So there's a lot of Onyx stuff that you're ranking for, which is good, but it's not really going to give you that organic result of people just coming to you because they want to check you out because they saw that you were the most prominent gym in their area, right? If we look at Sculpt Fitness, which is the personal training site, not too many backlinks, right? So not a lot of backlinks. You could destroy this, but the organic traffic that they're getting is pretty much all focused on personal training. So this is a lot more value here when you're talking about not ads, But when you're actually talking about, how is this translating over into dollars and cents when it comes to your sales? We're going to actually look into your keywords real quick because I'm going to explain to you what those are if you don't know. So I looked at, to what page? We're on first page. I'm going by what your ranking is. So you're first place in all of these, and you can see there's a lot of Onyx stuff, right? And you should 100%, and you're ranking up there. You're actually in second. This website is ranking for your name. And you're getting a good amount of searches, so that's cool, man. You're popular. But we want to be looking for, let's say, gyms in Parma, right? Or, gyms in Wadsworth or gyms in Northfield. You're ranking for a lot of Onyx Northfield, Onyx Parma, which is, once again, good. So like Wadsworth gyms, right? They're getting on average about 40 searches for Wadsworth gyms every single month. And there could be higher months, lower months, whatever. But you're in fourth place for this, right? And you're really only getting, 3 to 4 searches off of this every single month because you're in fourth place instead of being in first place and capturing most of this, right? So we're going to keep going down. All right, we'll look at, Wadsworth Gym, same deal. It's a little bit different in the way it's worded, but once again, you're in sixth position for this. You're getting even less traffic for it. You could be in first position for that as well. So those are just, a few. Look, there's one right here which is 20 searches. There's gyms in Wadsworth, which is 40 results. There's so many different keywords that you could be ranking for every single one of these and getting the traffic for it. And that's one huge thing that I've been noticing that isn't happening. Now, if we go over here to Cleveland Fitness Club, I'm going to look into their keyword profile real quick. And we'll see what they're ranked in first. All right, so Cleveland Fitness Center, on average, it says 100, and they're only getting one traffic. That doesn't seem right, but we're going to keep looking here. Look, Cleveland Fitness Clubs, on average, 100. They averaged 40 searches for that last month, and this is just Cleveland, right? And there's so many fitness clubs instead of fitness club. They're in first position for that too. So there's a lot of different opportunities here for you to actually grab some more volume when it comes to people just looking and searching you out instead of you having to just, cold call and market, which is great, you know what I mean? But you also just want people coming to you just because you're visible on the internet, right? You don't want to have to constantly be hunting for every single one of your prospects. It's really, really good to just have them come to you as well. Makes things easier, and it's a definitely boost in the revenue. Now we're going to go look at Sculpt Fitness, their keywords, and this is the main thing I wanted to show you, right? Personal trainer Cleveland. That one keyword on average gets about 200 searches a month, and they on average got 71 last month because they're in that first place position. And it's not incredibly difficult to rank for this keyword either. You can grab first place for this. You seriously can. Private gym, that's not going to be a good one, but Cleveland personal trainer on average 70. They're in fourth position. They still got 6 searches. Let's say if we combine everything on this page that was based in Cleveland and what kind of search results you would get. Let's say we're going to go on the low end and we're going to call it like 150, 200. We'll say like 175. Let's say half of those people actually, when they got to your page, they reached out and, they filled out an intake form or whatever the case may be, and they got a consultation, right? So that's what, around 90 opportunities. And if your closing rate is, let's say, crappy and it's 10%, or whoever, got them, that's still 9 new customers. That's 9 new personal training contracts every single month. So when you put the numbers to it, you guys are missing out on a lot of opportunity. And this is like on closing rate 10%. And if only half of the people that actually went to your website looking for this buyer intent keyword, personal trainer Cleveland, they're looking for a personal trainer. Let's say half of those people. You know what I mean? Now we're going to go into the last area called citations. I haven't looked into how many citations you have, but I wanted to explain this real quick. A citation is any directory in Google that, let's say Yelp, Yellow Pages, Manta, Facebook, that your business name, your business address, and your business phone number are listed word for word, right? And this gets you in the Google Maps. So if you can see gyms in Cleveland, Ohio, you're not even in the Google Maps. And organic ranking does have something to do with it, but my recommendation is always to get about 200 to 300 of these. But if your competition has 200, I say 400. And you want to make sure they're all quality. There's ways to be able to get these without having to constantly manually put them in as well. So it's not like a huge chore. Might take a couple weeks to do. But if you want to be able to lock down all these areas, and you have different Google My Business profiles for every single one of your locations, you have a different Google My Business profile. So you should be ranking in all of those. And if they're all ranking very, very well and your service areas actually cover Cleveland, let's say they overlap, you could potentially have multiple locations in here, right? So that's another huge way that you could be getting more traffic to your website. And if we go over to Personal Trainer Cleveland, same deal, right? Same deal. Not in here at all. You got to get in here because that's going to increase your traffic and get you more customers. But that's pretty much it for the day. Once again, everything I went over, content, backlinks, keywords, buyer intent keywords are the key, and citations. Those are going to be huge for you. But on-page SEO and off-page SEO, ranking for those specific keywords is what I'm seeing that you're missing a lot of, because that's a lot of traffic you could be getting if you were in first place, which I know you want to be for all of these buyer intent keywords. So that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to get on a call with you, explain a couple things, or you can send this to your guy, let him know. Let me know what he thinks, what you think, and keep in touch. Cool. Talk to you soon, buddy.